Wagwan family, good morning. I tried to come on earlier, but maybe a little technical difficulty, but I hope it's all sorted out right now. Now, people, I want to send a shout out to everybody in the disabled community in Jamaica, worldwide. Everybody that is living with a certain kind of disability, I just want to send you a shout out this morning. And if you're in Jamaica, a special kind of shout out. Now, people, I don't know what might happen in life with me. You don't know what might happen in life with you later on. We might just end up on the disability list. We don't know what might happen later on. We might be old, washed up, disabled, my people. So, what is happening to one set of people can happen to us too. We can find ourselves disabled. So, this morning, we're going to play for you the voices of the voiceless, disabled people in Jamaica and what they are going through. Not we have family member who disabled and not get no help. When I was growing up in Jamaica, there was a lot of people who disabled. But the people, the family members are so embarrassed of them, so them stay back in some back room, run a back, and they never come downtown whenever bandwagon are going. You never see them at the donkey race, you never see them at the drama group, you never see them at the concert and all the little carnival. You never see them out there because family members are so embarrassed of their own disabled family member, so them have them lay down back there. They will not even go to school. They would not even go to school. So today, we're going to lift up the voices of the people them in the back and the voice of the voiceless. We're going to echo it today. You understand me? So listen to me now. I'm going to play something for you. First of all, I want to make it known that it's obvious the Jamaican government is not taking care of disabled people. Did you know that they removed the NHT subsidy from disabled people? Why would the government do that? Subsidies for disabled people, housing trust subsidies. Why would the government, why would Andrew Onis remove that? Prop it up with something else when think is better for them, but it's not working, people. Listen to me. All of these stuff you hear me gonna play for you. Big up the Gleaner, big up TVJ News. We go out there and go sit down in these people's house and go sit down around them and talk to them and question them and listen to them. And I'm going to play these clips for you guys. You understand me? So, nobody remember them. People, it could have been me and you. We have a foot and we hand and we strong and we get up and we go and we run and we jump and we skip and we hop. That's why when you go up on social media, these videos don't garner a lot of views. When we go and we look on all these stories and social media from TVJ and the news, people and the Gleaner rather, TVJ and the Gleaner, me not see it get a lot of traction like some other nonsense when I mean nothing to nobody. I get these things don't get no traction. People don't watch these things because we're strong, we're good. You understand me? We're strong and we're good, and we can always get up and run, jump, hop and skip. And remember, say, disabled people out there struggle. You understand me? Hold on, people. Hold on there. Hold on, people. Yes, people. So right now, I'm going to play the clip. We cannot say the government don't know what's going on. First, I'm going to start with these clips first. That the government is aware. I want you guys to stick with me, you know. I want you guys to share this. Go ahead and make yourself present. Mark yourself present by hitting the like button. Share the video. These things happen to, these videos are for the voiceless. There's some video, me watch some of these videos, people, and them don't get any traction when I go up on social media, go look on it. I mean, look on the views. I say, hold on, nobody no pay attention to these disabled people. So it's my duty to take this and throw it out there. So I'm going to play it for you. That the government already know what is going on, but they are doing absolutely nothing for the people. Let's play. Listen. Wanna listen? We are going to hear this morning for the disabled people, for the voiceless. Big up everybody in the disabled community. Manners. Total respect to all y'all. Yeah, man.
New Disabilities Act takes effect today. The groundbreaking legislation aims to ensure the full and effective participation of persons with disabilities in the society. And it is in keeping with the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. It was passed in Parliament in October 2014 and the regulations affirmed by the House of Representatives in October 2021. Speaking on PBCJ's program A Different Life on Sunday, Senator Floyd Morris said access to employment remains a major challenge for persons with disabilities. Senator Morris, who's also director of the Center for Disability Studies at the University of the West Indies Mona campus, also said the current education infrastructure was not accommodative of the needs of the disabled community. The program is hosted by Dr. Christine Hendricks.
I'm very much concerned about our educational infrastructure and how accessible and inclusive it is for persons with disabilities. And then when persons with disabilities do get into the educational space and get an education, how responsive are we to them in terms of generating employment for them? I mean, I've known of individuals with disabilities who have gone through the challenges of getting a university education, but upon graduating, they just can't get a job, and you have them finding menial tasks to do, you know. And any society that is progressive is going to make sure that they cater to all the different groups within their society.
Senator Morris supports the efforts to strengthen the legislative framework governing persons with disabilities.
Well, most definitely we'll have to put in place legislative measures to ensure that the rights and dignity of persons with disabilities are protected. And then we have to engage in what I regard as a consistent, sustained public education campaign. I tell people that we have had over 500 years of negative socialization towards persons with disabilities. That sort of socialization is not going to change in a 6-month campaign. It has to be sustained.
Currently, there are some 500,000 Jamaicans living with disabilities, but officials are concerned that less than 40,000 are registered with the Jamaica Council of Persons with Disabilities.
500,000, over 500,000 Jamaicans that are living with disability. So this is a large community. People, this can be me and you. You can get up strong this morning, jumping on a taxi or go to work. Here comes an accident. You're disabled. You can get up out of your bed this morning and find yourself cannot walk. Like some of these clips I'm about to play for you. We are human beings. Anything happen to one can happen to the other. We need them to focus on these eras, people. You cannot have $400 million moving out of the Ministry of Health and them not focus on these people. Them acknowledge, them know, so this are going, so the people, you hear them I say, them know, so them people now get job. You're going to listen to the voices of these people. I'm going to play them for you. And the struggle that they meet as a disabled person in Jamaica. People, we need changes. We need changes, people. I'll play another clip for you guys.
Everyone experiences emotional.
No ever listen to people.
Now, in part one of this feature, we explored the lack of adequate facilities for persons with disabilities at the country's main sporting venues. This evening, in part two, we identify what can be done to improve the existing structures. Here's Jerome Foster.
The National Stadium was built 60 years ago, and while there have been upgrades since then, most notably in 2002, many believe there is still a far way to go to make it more accessible to the disabled community. 550 spaces are available for the Champions League final in Paris on Saturday. But earlier today, a Liverpool fan group criticized UEFA for lack of wheelchair spaces and labeled the act as bordering on exclusion and discrimination. General Manager of the Independence Park Limited, Major Desmond Brown, knows they are far off in satisfying the needs of the disabled.
However, in the new refurbished stadium, they'll be able to access all levels, including the area, the boxes, because they will have, we plan to put in at least 4 elevators to get people up to the top floor. We will also be increasing the number of spaces available.
Accessibility is very poor in terms of the wheelchair use, not friendly to us and things. Some bathrooms, but I noticed I'm going there, it's kind of way out in terms of the standard. The Nordic standard, how them supposed to set the thing, it's not forthcoming. So they need to do a lot more than this, what them say what meet the eye. So it can be very accessible, not only for one set of people, but across the board in terms of disability.
With all the shortcomings, architect Conrad Jackson sees an avenue for change within the existing structures.
What you have to do is you create an elevator shaft somewhere close to where is a central gathering point or circulation point throughout the building that you'd be able to create that elevator shaft. So you figure is either tack on the outside of the building where you may have a main corridor or a lobby that the elevator can tie into, so when somebody comes in at a general area lower down where the physically challenged would have access on the ground floor, that they'd be able to move up. And when they move to the different floors, that they'd be able to traverse from the different levels from point A to point B.
For smaller stadiums like the Tony Spalding Sports Complex, a different adjustment has to be made.
The next best step is to create proper surface area in terms of movement, of whether the wheelchairs or somebody who is blind, to allow for them to move within a safe environment on a flat or horizontal surface to be able to find a safe enough spot to stay and enjoy whatever game is being played.
While there are no reported cases of mistreatment of the group to their parent body, the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities, it's not far-fetched in the future.
I'm sure as, the public education ramps up and as persons, go to places and find challenges, then the complaints will begin to come in and persons will be able to get the support that is required.
I see that they're trying their best to put into place things, but it still needs more feasibility that the eyes can see in terms of the movability, the mobile.
People, what if you hear the woman say a while ago? She said, they will wait until more people come in and complain. And as them complain, they will fix it. No proactive. It's always reactive. No offense. It's always defense. Do you understand what I'm saying, people? That's why poor people need in Jamaica not met. They might wait for poor people bawl and beg. You need to preempt stuff. Go before the problem. Fix it. You know the need. It's like a town planning development. It's like a town development plan that is planned years before you even see the building, before you even see the town, before you even see the Walmart, before you even see the Home Depot. They plan years ahead of the map. You preempt poor people's struggles. You preempt the citizens' problems. You go before them and you pave the road so them can walk smoothly without no buck up. But listen what the lady said a while ago. She wait until as people go out and them complain, then you fix it. No, you fix these things. These politicians travel. If they travel, they watch TV. They watch shows. You have social media. You see your sidewalk set up as for the disabled. You see your set up as for the disabled. You treat them according. People, let me tell you something. before I play these, right? In California, I know that California been thinking there for a long time, right? Couple decades, right? So when disabled people start get serious in California, them start to sue them. And why do it take one man, one disabled man start going and sue them? Him go time way to use your bathroom. He might not really want the bathroom, you know. He might don't really have to go. But to make a point, that was his campaign for disabled people. They try to use a bathroom if there's no disability, if it's not disability accessible for disabled people, them sue you. So in California, enough people, they used to have, you stop at a gas station, they used to have 2 stalls, one for male, one for female. You see, when them start to sue them, guess what them do now? They tear out the stall, the partition, and turn the bathroom in one, like a unisex. Make it big enough. Put all this handhold in night and all that stuff so that disabled man or woman can go in there with the wheelchair and use it like me and you. When lawsuits start, people, I can tell you people, when lawsuits start reach California businesses, especially in a Sacramento, start all on them places, people. I swear, I tell the people. So it takes one person to set example so others can benefit. So let me tell you, hear them talk about say, they might take care of disabled people according to the standard of the world. Do you hear me say? Them not do that, people. They go play for you, so them not do what they're supposed to do when it comes to disabled people in Jamaica. You're going to listen to the voice of the voiceless. And you're going to listen to the voice of the voiceless. And a lot of this coming from the say, and listen to me, people. Disabled people are smart. Most of them. We as Jamaica don't know if we deal with disabled people. We scorn them, we're afraid of them, we run from them because all the system set. The government not show no respect to them. The government do not educate the people, so you must have respect to them. They are people just like you and demand respect for them people there, out of everybody. So if the government not show them the respect and left them on the side of the road, what you expect the citizens to do? The mother give birth, the mother will give birth to a disabled child. Even she is embarrassed. The father will run away from his own disabled child, and the mama have to struggle on her own with that child in Jamaica. I'm going to play tapes for you people. And these are things we know from a long time. You know that too. You don't need me to come tell you. Most of you guys already know, say, there are disabled people in Jamaica. In some back of some room, sit down there. Family member don't take them away. Them don't get them go market. They don't get them go fear. They don't got donkey race. They don't got bandwagon. They don't got school school sports day. You don't see them nowhere. Them in our back room because the mother embarrassed and the family member also embarrassed. Even the father will run away. Do you understand the same, people? So let's before we go further, we're gonna read this about this is something about one. Come and say my smart people, you know. Most disabled people are very smart. We run across. So I'm gonna read this about this lady writer. Sashana Wachop Wuchop was born blind, but no disability can hold this vivacious 32-year-old down. In fact, she holds a bachelor degree in language and literature from the Chartered Teachers College. Do you understand here? She is a Jamaican, you know. She is a Jamaican. Do you understand me I say? Let me show her a picture, man. See her there? See a disabled person. Jamaican, man. Let me show you other pictures. You know? And at the Star put this out there. Thank the Star for this. Every news media Jamaica will do something for the disabled community. Thanks, because them people need highlight. We as Jamaican run from them. So let me read her story before me go in on my video there. You hear? Let me big her up. Me never read it before, but me gonna read it together with you guys. In fact, she holds a bachelor degree in language and literature from the Charter Teachers College and looks towards starting a family in the near future. Speaking to Weekend Star from her home on Seaward Drive, Wachop said she looks forward to the day when members of the disabled community are given the same employment opportunities as persons who are able. She said she is also imploring parents not to keep their children at home, but to get them enrolled at the institution that accommodate persons with physical challenges. What am I just telling a while ago? People may never read this yet, you know. We just get the story, gather the story, but this, we never have the time to read it before we come on live. Because this morning, all of this come to me, you know, people. So we just tell a while ago, say family members, parents, mama, we feel so embarrassed of their own kid. They never see them take them to the market. They never take them to the fair or the sports day or the donkey race or the bandwagon downtown. They will never take them there, people. Fathers will run away from them. So this is what this disabled person is saying with her bachelor degrees. She know if you use computer. People, come on now. Most of these people are smart, you know. If you give them a chance in Jamaica. You see them over here, them advanced. You see them at college, them gone to university, even a wheelchair. Sometimes you see them people now wheelchair go to university, work anywhere. So let me listen. There are a lot of children sitting at home. Oh my God, me never read this setting up, people. I swear. Me never get the time to read this. But me say me gonna read it for me and you guys. Come on, just open this other link to this story. Me never open this other link. But like we just tell a while ago, no parents have their picnic sit down home. So let me read what the story I say. It does reiterate what me I say. There are a lot of children sitting at home and not going to school. But I want the parents to know that a person's life does not stop because he or she is disabled. There's a lot of room for growth for these children. Take the visually impaired and blind children to the Salvation Army School for the Blind. That institution is a life changer, she said. Showering the school with praises. Washop described her former educators as ones who are extremely dedicated to the well-being of their student. After completing her primary level education, Wachop attended the Queen's School, a brand new experience for her. Like anyone with a disability, there are always going to be challenges. My friend and I were one of the first two visually impaired students to attend that institution. We had We had to learn to navigate with the sighted children, but the teachers were very understanding. So instead of just writing on board, they would read to the class in order for us to dictate. We were not able to take our braille machine to school, but after a while, through the assistance of Disabilities Foundation, we were given laptops, she said. No bullying. She said they were never forced with any form of bullying throughout high school. However, at first, the other students didn't understand us that much. We also had to learn to adjust to this new environment where we were with other persons that could see. Remember, we are coming from a place where we saw each other as normal. But when we got to high school, we realized that there was other persons that were different from us. So it took a couple of weeks for us to even start making new friends, as at first we used to just stick by each other, she added. After completing sixth form, Wachop returned to the Salvation Army for the Blind, offer her services as library assistant. During the time I helped the students learn how to read in Braille, I always have a passion for teaching, so I got enrolled at Charter Teachers College. My years at Charter were really good because the population is much smaller than the other universities. So you are known by your teachers. I had wonderful roommates, and I met some really great friends there. So I never once felt different or alone, she said. Washop, I always mix our name sound like Indian name, people. Washop was once again returned to the classroom of the Salvation Army, this time as a teacher who is focused on assisting her students with certain aspects of information technology. I assist with teaching the job access with speech. That's what JAWS mean, job access with speech program. And so far the students are resonating well with it. Braille machines are fine, but I know that a lot of persons will not be able to afford one after leaving school. So the idea is to teach them to use the computer the same way a sighted person can. The only difference is whenever you touch a key, there is an audio attached to it, which will tell you exactly what you are typing, she said. JAWS is a computer screen reader program from Microsoft that allows blind and visually impaired users to read the screen either with a text to speech output or by a refreshable braille display. People, I hope this was informative to people, the ones who have family members with disability in Jamaica and are embarrassed to make them learn, take them out of the house, people. Them are very highly intelligent. Enough of them people are highly intelligent. Because when them last focus in vision in one ability in one era, then put it in the next era, people. A lot of people with disability are very intelligent. I mean, I tell you already. And look on her again. You see her hand on the computer and all that. I wish look at that. You see her? All right, let's move on to the next story, people. So that was very uplifting. I mean, I have to highlight the ones them just to tell you, say, these people are just like me and you. How much we can go to school, we have eyes, we have the ability to see. How much we can go to school, go get no bachelor in anything. She's blind. Come on, people. Let's talk about the first. This lady touched my heart. She's disabled. Because even though Jamaica need education, as a people we need education, there is no love for people with disability and certainly with disability. Government don't help them in Jamaica. Don't come out in the community and personally help them and make sure say them you the up and nurse and reach out to them and the government give them certain assistance to make sure if you have a certain disability, you do not live in a certain squalor. It's like them don't come out to hear the voiceless. Government don't come out, come find out what is going on with these people. People I'm going to tell you, you know, them don't come out. So let me start with another smart sister. Very smart young lady. She have her page. She have her YouTube page. I think she interact with the public. She have her page, but she's also disabled. Intelligent.
Hi Dizzler, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today.
Sean Dizzle Life.
For all my subscribers,
her page.
I thank you very much. For those, if you're new here, please
she's disabled.
Like, share, comment,
listen
and
to her.
Subscribe. Today I would
people, she's gonna tell you her struggle in Jamaica, her day-to-day struggle as a disabled person. I want you guys to listen to this, you know. If you want to go take your tea, go take your tea. If you want to go to the bathroom, go in the bathroom and come back. You want to hear from these people and them daily life. Enough video, me have enough people. Enough clips. So she's very smart. It's to show you that people with disability, smarter than a lot of us. Government need to start pay attention to these people. Educate the public. How we go about, even at the bus. Up here in America, you can go in a disabled seat, them seat up front in the bus and go sit down the night. Those seats are for a disabled person. You cannot sit in the seat while a disabled person is on the bus. Even if you will take a chance and sit down in them seat, once a disabled person come on the bus, you have to exit those seats. In Jamaica, this disabled young lady is saying that when she go into the bus, Jamaica just prop down in the disabled seat in the bus. Wonder if you understand me. And if it's not for some good driver, sometimes she left out, everybody gone in the bus and leave her behind. I want you to listen to her story. I'm going to play a part of her video.
talking about taking public transportation as a person with disability in Jamaica. So, first of all, I don't like taking taxis. I am terrified of taxis here. I will take them if I have somebody with me or if I know the driver per se, but given the fact that they're kidnapping females or they're robbing people at gunpoint and stuff, it's really not safe for me, so I am afraid of that. So I stick to JUTC buses. I don't even do the coasters because they swirl up all over the place. They drive as if it's their road. So for JUTC driver buses, they do have a bus for disabled persons that run from different areas. But if you don't have the driver's number or you don't know the schedule of the bus, most times you're going to miss the bus. You're going to miss it. So that's really not an option for most persons with disability. Yes, wow. I have his number and I'll reach out to him and say that I need to go here and there, but I can't always take the disability bus because it's not going where I am heading. It's not going to my destination. For the other buses, being disabled, the drivers are good. They do look out for persons that need help, some of the drivers, but it can be quite hectic. It can be quite a challenge to take a JUTC bus. In that, alright, I know the buses have their schedules and stuff, but the buses don't always run on time when they're supposed to. You will have to stand there waiting for sometimes half an hour to an hour, even more, because you're not getting any bus. Let me see what else. When the buses do come, like if I'm downtown, when I'm downtown and I'm waiting on buses, there's normally a large crowd at the bus lay-by waiting on specific buses. So by the time the bus gets there and pull up in the lay-by, everyone is pushing and being impatient. So you as a disabled person, I can only speak for myself. Me as a disabled person, if I try and go into that crowd, they're going to push me and I'm going to fall. So what I normally do is sit at the back of the lay-by. Like the crowd is at the front, I sit at the back of the lay-by, so when the buses are coming, the drivers will see me, and if they're drivers that are used to me, are just kind-hearted, they will stop and assist me in the bus, make sure that I'm okay, then they'll go and load. If not, I will just sit there and wait until the crowd gets into the bus, goes into the bus, and then I'll go in. If there's a seat there, then I can sit. If not, and the driver is not willing to ask for a seat, I will come out of the bus and wait for another bus, or at that time I will call a driver or find some other way. But most times I'm lucky that the drivers, they do look out for me, so I won't have to get involved with a crowd or
she's at the mercy of a good driver, I know.
Some persons, they're selfish. They don't really care. They just want to go in the bus. And I'm saying some persons.
Listen.
So that's getting into the bus and traveling here. Sorry for the let me see.
Smart girl.
From one destination to another. Okay. Waiting on the bus can be hectic, as I said.
Listen.
Some buses are high, so
Listen
when I'm trying to step up, it is difficult. Some buses are difficult to get into because of how high they are.
No kneeling bus.
But I normally use my muscles in my arms to swing up and to get there. Normally the first 4 seats at the front of the bus of the front of the bus belongs to persons with disability, and they do allow seniors to sit there, but it's mostly for persons with disability. But by the time we get into the bus, able-bodied persons, they're already sitting in the seat, and sometimes they don't want to get up. You ask for a seat, or the drivers ask for a seat, they don't want to get up. They're not going to get up. Some seniors will tell you that the seat is also for them, which is not so. It's for persons with disability, but they say that it's for them, and since they're already there and they're seniors, they're not moving, which is okay. I don't mind coming off bus and taking another bus. I've had occasions where I'll go into a bus and it is full and I want to go home because I'm so tired. The drivers will ask for a seat and no one would be willing to get up and give me a seat, and I can't stand. My walking disability also comes with the territory of not having balance on my feet, so I'm easy to fall. So standing in a moving bus really isn't suitable for me. So the drivers would ask for someone to give me a seat, just to assist and give me a seat, and sometimes no one would get up to give me a seat, so the drivers will have to park the bus and decide not to move until someone gets up. Or I've had occasions where I had to open my chair because I walk with let me see if I can get it. I walk with a chair. It's actually a cane with a seat on it, so it's in cane format right now, and if I open it, it's now, let me see, can you see? I hope you can see. It is now, give me a moment, I'm trying to get the camera to see what I'm seeing. It's now a chair, so that is what I walk with mostly. So when they're not getting up to give me a seat, I do open that and sit with the driver, and I'll be by his or her side, so they will drive very slowly to ensure that I'm safe. Because some persons, things are not what they used to be. They used to look out for seniors, they used to look out for persons with disability, they used to look out for mothers with children, mothers with a baby, but not anymore. I don't know if it's a generation difference or the generation gap. There's something there. It's not as how it used to be. So traveling here is not easy. I don't take taxis because it's dangerous. As I said, waiting on buses can be time consuming, and when a bus comes, it's either it's too full or you have to fight the crowd to go in. So I have to sit at the back of the lane and wait for my turn to go in if I don't know the driver.
People, me say me I play part of a video, This video come from Shandiz's life. Shandiz's life. Yes, that's her page. Shandiz's life. SHANDIZZLE' life. You can go over there go check her out. She's a disabled young lady. She look very smart. She sound very smart, intelligent, and from what we looking at on that video, it seems that as if she's at work. Can I say a pile or something what looked like appeared to me like a phone book pile up. So it's only business places and have phone book like that pile up to give to their customers. So you see how smart she is, people. You see the struggle. She'll tell you about the struggle, She'll tell you about the struggle where she don't have a kneeling bus. Over here the bus kneels. Them kneel down for you. Them have also a ramp for wheelchair. A ramp for wheelchair, a wheelchair ramp. The bus send out something for you, so you go up on the wheelchair and it dry. You're going at the bus on it, people. And the bus will kneel down. Not only for people with wheelchair, but for elderly people who can't step up so high. The bus come down, the front height just go down so. Almost touch the ground. You call it kneeling bus. So Jamaica, we don't know them thing there. Eh? We have all them big old rusty buses in Jamaica. What purpose them serve for the elder and the disabled? Until people with disability start so change is not gonna come. But people, I'm gonna play another video for you guys about another smart lady. She has sew, she have one hand, she have cook, she have knead flour, she have do everything. And I would just want you to understand, say, and she don't want nobody to serve her. You know, this is from the Jamaica Gleaner. And thanks to the Gleaner, I go do them things, you know. I like these things, you know, people. We need to show these things. Gleaner.
My name is Daphne Williams. I live in Smithville, Top Quarter District. I like to do almost everything possible because God allowed me and to know that being in this farm, when I come to realize and know myself and to see the great miracle that the Lord has done. Because nobody has ever showed me to do what here I am doing, not even my mother. So my mother has 6 of us, and I am the 5th one.
I have known Daphne for over 30 years. I came this side of the parish since 1988. And when I came, I saw this young lady walking through the community, and I said to myself, she's a walking miracle. Because when I first saw her, I was a bit afraid of her too. Yes, because knowing that she only has one hand, and she's able to do so many things. And since a few years back, we have been partners. She comes and she stays by me. So from what I hear now, she's with me.
You said you don't think enough is being done to assist persons with disabilities.
Especially in the country area. There's times that you need help and the help is not really. You don't really see anybody come and ask, pushing you and let you know. Even the councillors in the area. I'm not really seeing them as, that they are the ones should see and know the potential that you have. Sometimes they say you have to have links to reach this area. And probably you may not able to have that big links. Then some of these things, it really crush your spirit to know that the word of God says, as I always take it as my motto, I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me.
First of all, she's God-fearing, she's loving, she's kind, she's willing. She cooks, she wash, she clean, she do everything that, a normal person with 2 hands or 2 foot can do.
You don't leave her at the house and expect to come back to see dirty or untidy. She doesn't love when person do things for her. She's industrial and she loves to do things for herself. That's the type of person she is. And she don't love when you pity her either. She don't want you to sorry for her. And she don't like that. She loves to be independent. And she goes about and do things for herself.
So the stuff that you sew them to sell?
No, because I don't have a machine that will take it very faster. To show that I can do something with the help. I'm not getting the help that I need. And more than one time, come and they take it with them looking. So I decided I'm not going to do it anymore. The thing I'm going to be doing is God who inspired me to do it. Not even my mother and nobody else can do it. I said, it must be a miracle from God himself.
So what are some of the tasks that you find difficult?
To provide for myself is not really easy. So I'm not
People, before we go further, some of these videos make a play. And the star, the paper, there are going to be people here who are asking for help. Like you hear this lady, you say she want help. So if you want to help these people, in this instance, you have to reach out to the Gleaner. Reach out to the news media. You hear me call out to this? This is the Gleaner. So if you want to reach out to this specific lady, because these people need help, Something about them people have help, It look like she want a sewing machine. It look like she can't sew, but she said she have a sewing machine. People, what is this? Miracle. These people are overlooked in Jamaica. Government no come back for them. They remember them people, I help them out. So I can continue to listen. I have more video to play for you. But me just cut it for make you know, say. If them video touch your heart, I decide, say, I want to do something. You reach out to like the gleaner, and you talk about this specific lady who you want to help. We have other videos to play, and they're going to have phone numbers in them that people are look help. Because all of the disabled people in Jamaica, government not look out for them. So they have to come on social media, come beg assistance. So gut-wrenching. But we could continue to listen to this lady right here. She's a champion.
I just don't want to do that and move on. In a sense. So I really want something.
If she want her close the button, depends on where the button is, you know. I feel like help her, but apart from that, she's okay. She managed pretty well.
Doing this, it could have helped me if I have the great help to back up whatever year I'm doing. Even sometimes I used to go out and demonstrate and show some people. They were so amazed to see people do writing. And I said, the Lord would have not allowed me to be in this farm and not give me something for the world to really see and recognize that He is God. And He is not a partial God. He is there for everyone.
She's a prayer warrior. She's a person who prays and we get answers from her prayer. Things are done. And she will get up, she work along with the children in the community. She goes and she train them how they should keep their bodies, how they should look after their home. She will walk about with her little stuff and she does that.
So I'm really in need of the help, but physical is in every area. When my mother died, I have sisters and brothers. Some would have denied, still some not. Some still not putting out the effort.
The officials or the authorities, what do you think they can assist you?
She can peel her hand and her foot.
I go to a college.
She can sew.
God allow me to deal with children. Even that for me, that I can survive or to go to a school or get some help that I can help myself in finance around. My sisters and yes, they have their family, they have their children. And since God allow me and I'm not sick and I can move around, then I believe that something could be done even more for me or for others also, not for myself alone.
People, our people, the man, and you, people, you and I can become disabled overnight. We can step out of our bed and we find out so we can't walk for the rest of our life. Find ourselves in a serious, life-changing event. We can have family members where give birth to a disabled child. With our nephew, our niece, with cousin, where we have to just love same way. There are mothers who have these kids and they are so embarrassed to even show them to other people. They don't care them go to market. Nobody have ever seen them. So to them, you're going to highlight these people who are in the back of the bus according to us in Jamaica. Over here, so them lift up disabled people first. The sidewalk are fixed for them first. You better make sure so your bathroom fixed for disabled people first. The bus where come, you have special bus are confident people here. If you have kids with special needs, disabled kids, special bus are come for them. That's how them treat them in Jamaica. They do not treat them. I don't want to go like say them and treat them to first world standards. So I want to play this video for you and highlight the people in the back of the bus, the voiceless. Me I come to echo them voice today. So big up everybody in the disabled community. So I want to listen to this other problem we have here. I want you guys to listen now. We have all type of problem in Jamaica. People with kids with disability, no government assistance. You stay home, you're on your own, the doctors bill them, kill you. Government now come on, come help.
And feed, and the thing that they pee on, it's like a thin layer of thing. I need assistance like with diapers and feed, and the thing that they pee on, it's like a thin layer of thing, and like a wheelchair because I'm looking for the future for him.
You hear that? She still have hope.
What is the condition that young Joshua has? Yeah, cerebral palsy that affect his mobility and speech or even walking.
Was this at birth?
Yes.
Your father figure in Joshua's life?
No.
Father, run gone.
Just me alone. He was there as a newborn, But when he figured that he is sick, then he disappeared.
Dirty man, run guys.
And how has that been for you?
Very rough. Everything goes downhill. No family help. Just my mother will step in, but no help. From him born, I don't sleep. 2020 until now, I don't sleep. Because he has to be attended. So one time I fell off sleep and he was suffocating himself. He wake before me and he was suffocating himself.
And what was that like for you?
It's devastating because I found him half dead.
Are there any other disabilities that you have?
He's epileptic and he has to get medication every day. He can't miss a day.
What kind of medication is he supposed to be taking?
Kepra. It's like a medicine.
What does it do? Does it
It's relaxing.
right?
Make him sleep.
And what's the cost for something like that?
10,000 Jamaican dollars. And it only lasts for 1 week. I need assistance like with diapers and feed and the thing that they pee on. It's like a thin layer of thing. And like a wheelchair because I'm looking for the future for him. It's gonna get bigger.
And you're not gonna be able to lift him because you have to be lifting him now.
Yeah, even doctor visits I have to lift.
Does he eat solid foods at all?
No, cannot eat solid. Only liquid.
So you feed him through a tube?
Yes.
What kind of food?
Lasco or sometimes apple juice. That's about it. I would like for him to get into a home, not just because of financial thing, but because of future. I want to be able to work and maintain him and live a normal life also.
You're not able to work? No.
No.
Can't work.
Right.
Can't work with this.
It's putting a strain on taking care of him.
She can't sleep.
Have you reached out to any other homes? Any homes?
Yes. One in Montego Bay and Kingston. They're the same branch.
And what was the response?
Up until he was registered, that when they will call me, and they don't accept kids in 2022, only in 2024. He's playful and he loves to watch TV. Very energetic.
What does he watch on TV?
Cartoons. He don't like movies, just cartoons. He also like kids. We have a bond.
Right.
Yeah. Because I didn't leave his side as a newborn, I keep him.
People, you say if you want to help, she says she want to help him. All of these people who have disability or have disabled kids are begging the public. Them if you come beg when so much money I'm missing in office out there, and nobody don't say, me call, maybe prosecute something, so at least me can stop the bucket from leak. Over $200 billion a year a leak out of the country. We could have helped all these people. We could have get kneeling bus. She could have get her pampers. She could have get her feeding. She woman can't work. She said she can't even sleep. Because she fell asleep one night and she wake up the baby a choke, almost dead. She can't even sleep. She can't work. Who she gonna leave him with? Who is she gonna leave this baby with? Just look at the people. Who this mother is gonna leave this baby with if she want the baby live? Who? Jamaica have no facility that she can leave this baby with and she go to work and come back and her pitney not dead. Tell me, who gonna love her pitney like her? She said she want a future for her son. A future for her son, even though he have the cerebral palsy. This is where the government come in. And the government attacks say them take care of disabled people to World Health Standard. Not no gossip people. I'm gonna play these clips for you. I want you to listen to the voice of these people. And if you want to reach out to this lady, consult the Gleaner. That's all I say. I have the number for the Gleaner at hand right now. So you guys have the Google at hand. If you want to reach out to these people, consult the Gleaner. Every single one I'm going to play for you today, they need help from the public. Why they need public help? Because no help not coming from the government for these people. Things must change in Jamaica. And they are out here telling World Bank when they borrow money and the IMF how them take care of all these people in Jamaica. Nothing goes so. I'm going to play the proof for you guys. Listen, there's another lady right here who touched me. This is another video I'm going to play. We're going to touch you. You hear me? And this other young lady, she's smart. She got subjects. How many times I tell you that these people are smart people, most of them, disabled people. So I'm going to play this young lady for you. This is coming out of the Gleaner again.
We're Mango.
This is out of the Gleaner again, people. I want you guys, if you want to help any of these people, consult the Gleaner. Okay. This one is going to touch you. Can you touch me? Guys, God or God, may I tell us a thank God for life, and God know me not have to go through nothing like this, but John know there are people out there need help people. We have to highlight them, and we're going to continue to be the voice for the voiceless. You could listen to this one.
I haven't been the way that I want, so that is why I try my best to reach out for help, because I reach out points in my life. I haven't been the way that I want, so that is why I try my best to reach out for help, because I reach out points in life where I want to take care of myself. I feel as I am so independent, I have so much goals, and I really want to see it become a reality.
Independent people, they may know.
I'm seeking help to get a house because my living condition is really deplorable, and I'm also seeking a business grant to start my business because my passion is to become a...
Hold on. People, I want to listen. She and her granny did it. I want to watch this video. It's out of the Gleaner, people. And she's seeking help. And if you want to help these people, consult the Gleaner. Contact the Gleaner. Because she live with her granny. She says she wants money to start her business. She has business passion. And she wants a home. These things the government is supposed to grant her. She's disabled. It's supposed to be a program for them people here. You know what disabled people just live in their bed and can't give back? You just have to you just have to take care of them. The ones that are willing to give back and are able enough to do it and smart enough, still got the brain. There's no firepower behind them. They are forgotten because they're disabled. Those are old-time stuff, Jamaica. Step up. What are we doing? Sure, let me play this one again for you, man. Listen, make me listen. I want to together.
The way that I want, so that is why I try my best to reach out for help, because I reach out points in life where I want to take care of myself. I feel as I am so independent, I have so much goals, and I really want to see it become a reality. I'm seeking help to get a house because my living condition is really deplorable, and I'm also seeking a business grant to start my business because my passion is to become an entrepreneur. So I really will appreciate all the help that I can get. I want to start to sell hair care products, which is conditioner and shampoo, hair growth, styling gel, hair moisturizer, hair serum, and hair oil.
Why are your product business?
Well, because I love my hair, so I want to shape my hair to the best, and I also want to use this to make money as well. My disability is congenital hemoparalysis, which means my right side muscles in my hand is weak, and I'm living with my grandmother for 21 years. It's always been my father, my grandmother, and my aunt.
So all her life.
Life haven't been the way that I want, so that is why I try my best to reach out for help, because I reach out points in life where I want to take care of myself. I feel as I am so independent, I have so much goals, and I really want to see it become a reality. So that is why I reach out to Food for the Poor to seek help. My living condition is so deplorable, as I said before. The whole top is falling out, the walls are splitting in two, there's no proper sanitation facility. The yard is a one-way, so when I'm coming out, my father have to lift me out of the yard. I don't have enough privacy, enough space. In regards to my business, so why I want to start business is because I'm passionate about business. I don't want to leave the world without making an impact. So that is the reason why the reasons that I want to start my business. I'm passionate about business, and I want to be a world changer. So this is my school leaving certificate. This is my CXC certificate, as you can see. English A, I get 3. Family and Resource Management, I get 2. Office Administration, I get 2. Religious Education, I get 2. Social Studies, I get 2. So I get 4 2s and 1 3. And these
Girl and a dunce.
are my 2 certificates that I get for Office Administration. Certificate of Excellence.
So that is my granddaughter. From the 3 months she's here until today. She's really full of ambition. Every day she plans. She wants a house. She don't want to work, she wants a house. She just set herself and make sure it be convenient because she can't go and come to tell and sit down up and do one place every day. She forget her little business so she can put and pan everything. She feel like everything we are right for her. Full of ambition. Wow. Ambition of what she have. She just want everybody just shout out and get helping hand for her and make her live for herself that she know where she stand in life. Women have the money, make her make a start there. So every day we just left everything to the Almighty God. Father God is my Father, my strength. We are so that it's concerned. So then I go get her and she go go through life. Yeah, man.
I create my business logo, catalog, my auto order, my methods of orders, yes, and I also use my laptop so that I can improve myself in technology. The one that wish to help me can reach out to me by at 487-3199, or you can reach out to my dad at 513-8335. Thank you so much.
So, listen to the number, listen to the number if you want to help out this young lady. Go over there and help her out. That video touch me. And let's. I'm cheering you up. You know? Yeah, man. Be a human being, you know. Them video really touched me to see people out there with potential who want to help themselves. And no help now come for them. But government can thief money and live big out there. Huh? And I drive all type of Range Rover. And the pay when I get can't pay for that now. The pencil it out. The business owner of Jamaica, the pay one I get in the office and the big house and the property and the offshore bank account on have can't pencil it out. Everybody come and rob from these type of people. And them type of people not rob from. We not rob them future from under them. These are the type of people. The girl bright. Look what certificate the girl have. I can't even get up for nothing. For 21 years she live with her granny. She look like she had 21 herself. So it seems as if she lived with her granny all her life. Jesus Christ. People, we have to do these videos. We have to highlight the voiceless. These things touch me, the people. Them things make more cost better than you know that, right? But we have to highlight these people. We're going to keep it civil. God, Jaja. I'm going to play and make you know what I go on, people. Because it's not normal, you know, what I go on a John Shop, you know. I'm going to play and make you know what's going on for real, like for real. I'm going to make you hear another brother want help. Another brother who want help. And this is come from TVJ. And me just want to hear over and over how polite and intelligent these disabled people are. People share the like, you know. Share the thing. Share them video. This is not no shake up your body type of video. These are, could have been any one of us. Some of us have disabled people in our family. We're going to have parents who are going to be disabled one day. Therefore, we have disabled kids. We grow up see people disabled kids where they not bring them to the market. They not bring them to the fair. Them left them in the back room because they're so embarrassed of them. So I could play this man when need help. Over and over and over and over. The most common denominator. Disabled people reaching out to the public for help because there's no help coming to them from the government. No matter how the government want to make the world look like them taking care of this. No, we have to expose these things. We have to shed light on these things. These people are the voiceless. Let's go listen to this one. My God, indeed, I trust people.
Because he's facing eviction. Our reporter Jamaica Maitland tells us a story
disabled
of
man face eviction. Me say anything good they are fine. I want to phone in Jamaica too. Disabled man facing eviction in Jamaica. There is no help from the government for him. It don't make no sense.
He was healthy until he was diagnosed with a life-changing condition that left him disabled. Now he's appealing for help because he's facing eviction. Our reporter Jamaica Maitland tells us a story of a St. Mary resident who is asking the public for assistance.
Buckets placed side by side, diagonally, and in straight lines, as if it's a game of chess, and where they can't fit, old clothes are used to prevent rainwater from soaking the bed, sofa, and floors. 45-year-old Errol Johnson says it's become his routine. The roof is on the verge of caving in from the rotting wood, and above that, tattered rusty zinc which could give way any time. But according to Johnson, it's being held together by hope. Hope that he'll receive some assistance from the public.
The assistance that I need now is like, if I just say kind of like an entire house, or a lease, a piece of lease land to lease on the house. Because as you see the house, it is at deplorable state. When it rains, I'm worried.
Johnson, who is disabled, says it wasn't always like this. He was a healthy security guard until he started feeling ill in 2018. He was made redundant soon after. Fast forward to 2020, when he woke up one morning, attempted to get off the bed, and fell to the floor. He's been diagnosed with an extreme form of scoliosis. He explained that it can be corrected with surgery. However, not only is it expensive, but doctors told him it's risky. Now, he's learning to live with it. But in addition to this, he's facing another challenge, eviction.
Because of the condition, he don't want to put me out or to evict me. So I commend him for that, some other landlord would, because I'm living here from a child. I was given a time to build around the back. So the concrete block that I see out there is provided by the councillor.
He says he's received some assistance from the church and relatives. However, he needs more help to relocate. He's managed to get some materials, but needs somewhere to construct the house.
Like a piece of leased land, and then I help with some assistance with putting up a structure. Not big structure, just something to make me comfortable. I would appreciate that.
For anyone wishing to assist Errol Johnson, you can contact him at 876-994-8913 or 876-829-0932. Jamaica Maitland, TVJ News.
So guys, here is contact people. Videos. I hope our people want to help people. People. I hope our people want to help in Jamaica. A lot of people. So many people want help in my country. Disabled people. You hear the man? They're also intelligent. They're smart people. The man was a security guard. The man said, get up one morning to come off in bed. Him drop on the ground. He couldn't walk. Foot them couldn't hold him up. These people are not looked at them now. Have no nurse or come look upon them. Said counselor give him some black. Counselor give him some black for door. Counselor must make sure so the man have a roof over his head. Give him some black for go door. Man can't walk. He have material for go door. The man should have a house where man move into. We have 500,000 people in Jamaica who are disabled. They are the voiceless. They're not been taken care of by the government. No nurse now go look for them. No officials now go look for these people and check out the living condition. This man roof can cave in on him anytime. My goodness. My God, man. My God, man. My God, man. I could tell you about other mothers. It's not she the only mother, and only one mother have to stay home, to take care of the disabled kid, There are a lot of mothers who have to stay home to take care of them disabled kid, where you going to take a disabled kid to in Jamaica? Most daycare, we don't even want them. You can't even take your kid to the daycare in Jamaica if you can't find any in your community. Nobody even want to, not your family members want to be bothered with your disabled kid in Jamaica because the people have lack of education. That's why the people need education about disability in Jamaica. They need people that need to be educated. So make a play this other one for you guys. This other mom who stay home just to take care of her disabled son. You hear me? Because them still have hope. Them think one day something good will come out of them child, even though them child is disabled. You know? So listen to this.
His one is more severe than
We'll go back.
Which name is Alita Buckley.
Alicia
This is my son Miguel Heslow. He has a disability called cerebral palsy.
See again? Cerebral palsy again.
His one is more severe than others with the same condition.
The observer.
The problem with Miguel is that he cannot sit on his own, and because of that he cannot use a normal wheelchair. So for him to get to go around, he needs a special needs chair that he can strap like his waist and his chest so that it can keep him in a sitting position. And because of my financial situation, I cannot afford a chair like that. So I'm asking anyone out there who can assist me to get a chair for him. Can please do so. It'll be really amazing for me to get a chair like that to help him out and to help people who around me to help carry him out, expose him outside. Because of the chair thing, he mostly stay inside. Because he looks small, you know, but he's weighty. And me get it a lot. So kind of weighty, so you know, easy. If somebody will lift him up and carry him outside. Auntie, they get a wheelchair for him, you know. Because of his situation, he cannot use that wheelchair because he cannot use a normal wheelchair. And so because of that, he mostly stay inside. He was much younger, you know, it's easier to carry him around with me now because he used to have a lot of appointments at the children's hospital because with the cerebral palsy, he has seizures as well. And his seizures were very severe back then. So when I have to go about with him, I used to use a pram. But after a while, he outgrew the prams. So I have to start to carry him physically, I have to carry him from my back. More while, I have to raise him to get it outside. I have to act like it would be more easier back then to carry him, you know. See? Then me have to raise him like this. That's how you get him if we go about. But because of my back right now, we can't really manage to go about to them, so his siblings help me out by lifting him and so forth for me.
Where the government there? All the money on a thief up, where the government there?
From Crossroad to Children's Hospital, Miguel on my back, you know. At the time, they have appointment.
No program for them people
have the fear.
Where social services
so
there?
The fear, we have to walk with him from Crossroad to Children and from Children to Crossroad and then make the journey up. Have to be around in 24 hours.
You see that?
And even though him can't really help himself certain way, and he rolling up. So if you don't be careful, he will roll off of the bed.
Need special
bed. And support him get from the early stimulation program. Yeah, it helped me to accept certain things. And it helped me to, you know, come to conclusion and work with the situation that I'm in. And I just wish that the government could do more to help the ESP so that they can continue to help us, because it's not just me alone. There's a lot of mothers out there. The other day I was at the ESP and there was a mother, She's a young mother, so you know she's going through the process that I've passed through, and seeing her, you know, and I look at it and I say, wow, there's so many kids out there with disability and they are not recognized. They are, you know, for example, Miguel cannot sit up, Miguel cannot walk, he cannot talk, and he needs therapy. Physiotherapy, speech therapy, but because of the finance situation, he's not getting it. And there are those who can get the physiotherapy because ESP do offer that, but they don't have a speech therapy there. So in terms of a speech therapist, in terms of funds, the government can help the ESP more so that they can help us more. My name is Alicia Buckley.
Alicia Brackley. People, this is the Observer. If you want to help Miss Brackley, hit the Observer on this one. Because most of these people on social media, the most common denominator is asking the public for help because government don't help them. Everybody in Jamaica who's sick or go through struggle like this have to come on social media for help. You know why? I'm going to play a video for you now to top it off. I'm going to play my final video. Let me make this be the last one because the video is over an hour. But let me make this be my last video. This will explain what is happening with these people who have face disability. I'm going to play something for you from TVJ. It's a very interesting interview. So did you know that the disabled community, Andrew Onus moved them from the NHT subsidy? Did you know that Andrew Onus removed people with disability? See all the little people, they must say they want a house and all this stuff. These people are not placed first in line because you're not no foreign investors. You're not spending US dollars. Not even nurses and teachers and doctors and police can afford an NHT house anymore. Much less to take them NHT contribution to give it to the disabled. We're not doing that. Who are they? What are they contributing to our society? They are disabled. That's how them think. When the government of Jamaica, Andrew Onus, is taking $11.4 billion every year out of housing trusts to prop up some other place when I have nothing to do with housing. Look how they keep it done now. And out of people, education, housing. Remember me always telling you, healthcare. Mr. Tufton over there, so. He might channel money from out of Ministry of Health, out of the Ministry of Health to some other places where the money was allocated to spend. And under him, $400 million missing. The government of Jamaica now is removed. That's why poor people are struggling. So when they want bulldoze down people's house, you know, and talk about people live on squalor land and people live in a garbage, you know. When the government themselves of today, Andrew Onus government, is taking $11.4 billion with a B out of housing trust. On top of that, they might take out a lot of money in the people. But they still cannot show some compassion, some heart, some love to the disabled community. They remove the housing trust subsidy from these people. And when you ever hear that in any world, ever hear that you're taking away from disabled people before you help them up? Where have you heard anything like that, people? That's why I'm going to do this video today. Listen to this interview, and it will tell you all I want to know what is going on with these people. But we'll listen a TVJ interview together. I want this to be the last one I play because I overstay my time up here. But this is for the disabled community. So, hey, anytime I have to use to do this, hey, me enjoy it and me do it again. Because me always do videos for the voiceless. Smile Jamaica. Yeah, man. Smile Jamaica TV, family. Me go listen to this interview.
Draw NHT subsidies from disabled persons earning more than 30,000.
Listen to the interview.
Folks, Jamaicans with disabilities are still in disbelief about the government's decision to withdraw NHT subsidies from disabled persons earning more than 30,000, I think, a week. Joining us this morning is to unpack this controversial issue is Portmore's self-help Self-Help Disability Organizations Director, Cleon Porter. Morning, Cleon. Welcome to Smile Jamaica. How are you?
Morning.
How are you?
Morning to the entire Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
I'm feeling good.
Before we get specific about the NHTs, tell me what the Self-Help Disability Organization does.
Yes, I'm the Portmore Self-Help Disability Organization. We advocate for persons with disability. We ensure that the building codes are followed and the sidewalks are made accessible for persons with disability. We also take care of their welfare. We do training, we do wheel repair. We are the only institution in Jamaica that do wheel repair. So everything that has to do with the disability, we provide them with food and shelter and all those things.
Fantastic. The contractors are following the building codes?
So far in Portmore, things are going well. Kudos
That's great.
Kudos to the mayor.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we don't usually hear.
Yeah, because you usually hear complaints about the holes in the sidewalk and not enough ramps.
The infrastructure is in good condition?
Well, as you know, everything is not 100%.
Yeah.
But the municipal authority, they are operating.
They're getting there.
Getting there. Once we file a complaint, they respond to it.
Okay,
Good. Responsive.
People, here we go
Okay, so
again.
tell us what your challenges.
Here we go again. Him say, once you file a complaint, they'll deal with it. Just like the lady before, you know. She said, once you complain, them come in, them deal with it. Jamaica always leading from behind. That's the bold crap me not like about Jamaica. We always lead from behind. Why people have to come complain and tell us, why nobody not go out and make sure say poor people life all right in Jamaica? Why poor people have a ball first and say me hungry before you give them food and shelter? Why these people have to come out, come cry first? Why am I not drop in a hole? Why am I not something happen to a man before you come out? Before now people are walk the street, driving around and make sure say everywhere is have wheelchair access. Yeah? And the disabled people can move around without no danger hanging around there. You're supposed to have people drive around. Someone on nobody enforce code in Jamaica. We don't nobody drive around and make sure say the place all right for them people. We are the second person. Me here in the interview with us play to that second interview, you know, the lady said that. Anytime somebody complain with this and with that, we don't have to hear that. Go and fix the damn thing. That's where Jamaica always lead from behind. Make a continue. This is a good interview, but we can listen it.
With this announcement with the removal of subsidies.
All right, first, before we can move to what is now, let us look back on what was then.
Listen.
In 2020, the first April, the government announced that we work in between 30,000 to 42,000, and you're a disability person with disability, you're gonna get 2% off. So therefore, you end up paying nothing once you earn between 32,000 to 42,000. When the per week.
You hear that? That is 2020. That was when Andrew Owens run in election. 2020 promise. Just like our guys, everything is coming together, you know. Because the videos them out there, all we bloggers have to do is just do the research and put them together so them can make more sense to the people. Now, people, when I mentioned to you that the government give with one hand and will take it back with the other hand in 2020, when they promised hotel workers and everybody in Jamaica pension plan. And after he promised them 2020, what happened? He turned hotel workers now, most of them are contract worker, screw them out of them pension plan. Some Jamaicans are short-sighted. Someone say, we make more money now. Think about the pension. Later on, you'll have a large workforce, which is the tourist industry. Depending on the government, when them get old, the government not think. So Andrew Owens promised the people them pension plan. So after election done and him win, guess what him do? In my opinion, you got to go behind the people them back with the hotel owners them and cook up something and turn all the workers them into contract worker to screw them out of them pension benefits. So basically, you give with one hand, but you go behind the people and back, and you deceive them, you take back with the next hand. Listen what this brother is about to say. In this instance, and this has to do with disability. So show you, there is a pattern. after promising one thing and act like you give it to the people, then you go around and you screw them on the other hand, and people don't pay attention. If people like me and other like-minded bloggers don't put it together and present it to you guys, make you listen.
When the disability organization, every member in Jamaica who suffering from disability, that they say kudos to the government. Everybody clap and say yes, this is it, because no, you won't pay anything. And if you are a public sector worker, you will get an additional 1%. So therefore, those who work 42,000 more per week, they will get a further, so they end up paying 1%. So everybody say kudos. No, this thing has changed, and the government has said it is changed for the better. It's not changed for the better for the person with disability. It's changed for the better of the housing trust and the government, because they will end up safe. And we are saying that you cannot change a policy like that without engaging with members of the disability community. Contacted us and said, before we make this change, let us see if this is meaningful, and seek dialogue with us. You can't just get up and change. So it's come like you give us in one hand the benefit, and then it
take back on the next hand. Commercial people come here, go find it on YouTube, anywhere them never find it.
I think they need to build a dance after that. You give and take, you will get an additional 1%. So therefore, those who work 42,000 more per week, they will get a further 1%. So
the government give with one hand.
No.
Take, me tell you.
Change, and the government has said it is changed for the better. It's not changed for the better for the person with disability. It's changed for the better of the housing trust and the government, because they will end up safe. And we are saying that you cannot change a policy like that without engaging with members of the disability community. Contacted us and said, before we make this change, let us see if this is meaningful, and seek dialogue with us. You can't just get up and change. So it's come like you give us in one hand the benefit, and then you take it with the one hand. I think they need to build a dance after that. You give and take.
It's unreal. It's not funny, but what you said was funny.
Yes.
Wow.
So we were really upset, and it just last week we used the members used to have up the Prime Minister picture in the offices, and when they hear that the government is going to take back from them, they started to take down, and I said, no, just wait. Let us give the government at least 30 days.
Is consultation usually an issue? Are decisions generally made in collaboration or after consultation with you, so they get your feedback? Or is this the first time that you would have, had such a strong reaction based on the lack of consultation?
They don't normally do consultations, and that's what I don't like. They don't normally. And I think in this big issue, they should have made consultation, because guess what? There are members, as I said, the police, the doctors, the teachers, nurse. Most of them get injured on the job, especially the police. And they never do a survey to see how much they are taking on, because you have to remember, the persons with disability, the government cannot be equaling the person with disability with the normal person, because they have a high medical bill. So they might be getting something, they might be getting a money now, but they have to use Pampers, and it's costly to use Pampers. And right now they're complaining, so the government is taking back the local Pampers money.
Says the interest rate has doubled, and for persons with a disability, the cost of daily life is greater, especially when it comes to transportation, making adjustments for accessibility in the home. So that's a challenge.
That's a challenge. And one of the next things, as you mentioned, accessibility. The government raised the grant from 150,000 to 300,000.
But you like that?
Listen.
That's a good thing.
It is somewhat of a good thing.
Listen.
Why? Because the 300,000, it is only to retrofit the house, a person who in a wheelchair and those things. But what about, you have some persons who are dwarf, you have some persons who are blind, they need some other aid technical aid, computerized thing to assist them with the house. It is not going to go for them, you know. It is only the one section, and it is a small section.
So what in that situation, what you want the government to do?
Want it to be, as long as you have a disability and you want the grant, you can prove that it is going to assist you. That fund is going to assist you, and they can show the receipt and the invoice and those things. Give it to everyone.
That's true.
Give it to everyone.
You're also calling for affordable
share the video, people,
for persons with disabilities.
Yes.
4.5 million to 6.5 million range is what I hear you standing about, yes?
Yes. Yes, we need that, because what's the issue? The big issue is when you find out that family members join with persons with disability.
Listen.
To purchase house. You realize that the family members abuse them some of the time and use them to get the benefit and end up throw them out after and those things. So we are saying that make it affordable where one person to access housing solution. Because one of the next thing that hurt me is when the government it doesn't aware of it act. The Housing Trust Act, Section 4, subsection 2.2 said the purpose of the Housing Trust Act is for the service, social development, and community building of community infrastructure. And I see an article where the government said, Mr. Wolney said,
listen,
persons. The government is not for charity or welfare. That means it's not a...
two people, Andrew want to say NHC and a charity and welfare program. Andrew want to say that. Andrew want to say that. So there's no NHT for the people. I want to understand whenever you hear that come from the prime minister. He said, I'm going to pull up that clip there and play it for you today. I remember said the Prime Minister said that to put it to this program today. I have to go search for it and find it and present it to you guys. Andrew Honest did say that. NHT and social. What do you mean? The Prime Minister said that. Remove subsidy from the disabled in Jamaica. Want to tell the world where I borrow money from and get loan from and grant from. Say I help these type of people in Jamaica. Want to see the people who talk for themselves. What all of these people have in common? It's only one common denominator. All of them seeking the public help, because government have no help for them. So don't come tell the world that you are helping these people. These people are not getting no help, no social service, nobody now got them yard go look for them collapse roof. Nobody see these people. So I can continue. A matter of fact, let me go back a little. So we can go back and listen to brother say. Let me hear again.
The purpose of the Housing Trust Act is for the service, social development, and community building of community infrastructure. And I see an article where the government said, Mr. Wolney said, persons, the government is not for charity or welfare.
Wow.
That means it's not aware of that part of the act. Because that social development that is in the act, it is to build, it is for the community. Make the community more livable. And it hurt my heart to see when I see the homeless man in downtown in Kingston.
No, because Mr. Owner said a charity, he doesn't trust in a charity.
They light him a fire.
At $11.4 billion they take out every year.
Person to
$11.4 billion with that B coming from Housing Trust annually. Andrew Owners said, no, I know charity program. I know this is a program. So me just rewind a little bit of that guy so we can listen a little part of him and say again.
Housing solution. Because one of the next thing that hurt me is when the government it doesn't aware of it act, the Housing Trust Act, Section 4, subsection 2.2 said the purpose of the Housing Trust Act is for the service, social development and community, building up community infrastructure. And I see an article where the government said, Mr. Wallen said, persons, the government is not for charity or welfare. That means that he's not aware of that part of the act, because that social development that is in the act, it is to build, it is for the community, make the community more livable.
Sure.
And it hurt my heart to see when I see the homeless man in downtown, in Kingston there, burn up. When they light him a fire, there are many persons with disability are on the road now.
Creon, I want to go back to something you said, that they increased, they doubled the special grant for persons to 300,000. What you said is just for certain people with disabilities? I don't understand.
Only to retrofit the house for certain people, that is with wheelchair.
So just people with
criteria, how do you define certain people?
Yeah. Those who wheelchair and they have to put up certain things in the bathroom.
Unreal.
To hold on, those assisted, yes.
So it's just those people alone get this money?
Just those people alone.
So it's not an overall disability money?
Not an overall disability money.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Not an overall disability.
So what are you saying this morning? Because we have to wrap. Is it that you're saying, I read here, it says that Jamaica Labour Party administration, it's being said, I don't know if this is a quote from you, so let me make sure to attribute it properly. No, this was Golding, president of the PNP, said the JLP-led administration, under them, the NHG is failing to fulfill its mandate to provide the most vulnerable with access to housing. Is that something you agree with?
Yes, I agree with. As I said, the NHG, the government currently take 11.4 billion every year to assist with the budget. And we are saying, you are assisting with the budget when the mandate is not for the NHT. Why not take at least 1 billion? That's all we're asking, Prime Minister. 1 billion per year for persons with disability that make them life better.
Them not do it.
And I just want to end by just kneeling for a second to say, disability, life matters. It's on Jonas. Disability, person with disability, life matters.
Yes.
1 billion we're asking for per year. So that's no one have to burn up anyone on the street. Please, we're asking you 1 billion per year. You are taking 11.4 billion to deal with budget situation. We are asking for 1 billion per year. Thanks for coming, Pierre.
People, thank you guys for watching that. People, $11.4 billion a year. From out of something, if I put roof over people's head. But they go around, go mash up people's house and send them as squatters. But $11.4 billion. And you know what Jamaican out there can't get a house? You know what Jamaican out there tell me, say, look at people don't get the cross, I know, you know, because that's a total different. You know, we have to do a whole different video about housing trust. We have to address that on a whole different platform. Because someone not pay from can't get a house. Me have money in a housing trust right now. Nobody never consult me when they go put my money in a SSL. Nobody never asked me a question. How about this? Nobody never come to me, send me an email, no letter. When I put my money in a SSL, send them in the crooked places, put my money at risk. Eh? My chance of getting a house at risk by dumping money from NHT in a SSL. Nobody never asked me that, you know. Nobody asked me that. But me know say if I did foreign, somewhere along the line, somebody I try to get a lawyer to sue them backside. Somebody go consult a lawyer somewhere to find some little loophole to sue them backside. Because they never come to us and inform us. This government do whatever they want to do too much. They might change up all this thing, they might go to the disabled people and ask them a question. They might change up the road traffic act. They didn't go to a taxi man, go ask him no question. They never go to a regular mother because them are the regular people, you know. They up in a high sky, certain place. Them just dep on the ground going depend. Them not go consult the regular man. That's how them do it in Jamaica. They don't have the town hall meeting to educate the people, to hear the feedback from the people. Anything them do, they just push it on my chest, sir. I bet you, if I did foreign, when they go put your money in a housing trust money in SSL right now, and the money seems like it's about to go under. The money is under threat. Me no business if I want $10 or $100. Somebody that find a lawyer and find a way to sue them backside because the government never come. Me talk about the government, you know. Because the government never come to we not on our meeting and send no email and no letter. Tell we say them are going to invest some money in our company when them already know say the company is at fault. This is one different video, you know, people. All this nonsense them I do. Never come to the disabled community and talk with them before they make any move. The government look at the disabled community and remove housing subsidies. Who tell you to do that? Who tell you to do that? You come out there and consult the people. Who tell you who can just push and pull the people? Who can just write laws and rub out stuff? Who can just do whatever and not come to the people? Who to them rank? Who the Jamaican politician? Who to rank? Who to figure out who vote on the in? Who not self-serve up in there? Who not serve the people? Who tell you can just put in things and take out things? No education. No community meeting, no town hall, nothing from the public. Okay, to move subsidies, housing subsidies for the disabled in Jamaica. When done Jamaican politicians, when they want to borrow money from the IMF and they want to get grant from foreign, they go tell the people them lie. Say the money I go to Jamaica to help out disabled people. But people, did you hear me just play all them things a while ago? Me make them suffer or what? You hear it from the disabled people, brilliant and bright, and the lady with the one hand, and she use her foot and her hand and sew, and she need her dumpling. She still don't want nobody to sorry for her. The young lady we have done subjects with a little laptop. She wants to start a business, she wants a home, she live in that squalor for 21 years with her granny. Where they help from the government there? Any government agency, anybody from social services are growing them type of corner, they go look for her. Government know who these people are. They just sit down there with charity. That's charity. So when you see all these people have in common, all of them have to come on social media. All of them have to come out here, come put them plea out to the public. We are asking help from somebody because the government not. Because the government nah. We are begging the public for help because the government nah. We're not getting enough from the government. Over and over and over. My people, any one of us can be disabled. We have family members get up in that age, same way. But the special care for them. You have to complain, then them try to fix it. There's no fix. Once you complain, listen to me, people. And let me tell you this. If you have to complain for them to fix something, then what kind of fix them going to fix it? What kind of help you going to get? A bitch up, catch up help because there's nothing in place for that. There's no precedent set. So there's nothing in place for that. What? Let me ask you a question again. You know. If you have to drop in a hole for them to fix it, what they fix there? They don't care about you. Them shall go fix it before you drop in it. You have to drop and buck up in something before they fix it. They're not going out there go do them job like a government should. Them leading from behind. How is this good for disabled people? Bust them so high. No kneeling bus. Regular people, able-bodied people take up this people with disability seat in the bus. Show me no education whatsoever in Jamaica. None. They're not going to waste no money on this to educate the people. In America, them know that. Everybody knows so they seat them up there for disabled people. You know the people. No argue. Everybody in America knows so them seat right there so. After disabled people. The man in the wheelchair who come on the bus, him know him rights. The man on the wheelchair in America, the disabled community, when them come on the bus, them know them rights. And them act like it. And they demand respect. Because the government give them the respect. Them give them rights. Them have them seat. Bus kneel down. Bus set up ramp. Them get help from the government. Social service make sure them healthy. Make sure them eat. Make sure them place all right. Send even nurse got them yard. When I talk about Jamaica, me know nobody come tell me say in America this. Come and say anything good with the America, I want it in Jamaica too. I mean, I want to come in the comment section and tell me, say, on America. Because if $200 billion are missing in Jamaica every year, hold on, Jamaica is not America, a third world country, we don't have this and that. Then how come $200 billion are missing? How come we allow that? And I know I'm going to hear the DPP start an investigation. So we at least attempt the investigation, Paul willing, so we can find out where the money are leaked from, where the money are go, how we have managed to lose so much money. So we stop the gap, Miss Llewellyn. $200 billion with a B. Is this too big for you to challenge? These are the things that you make up with everyday people. If two people there's no accountability, and mash up the country. $200 billion leak like a pipe water money. There's a ton under the country that's gone on a black hole annually. And everybody knows that $200 billion a leak every year. What them do? $200 billion leak. No, man, we can't go house of trust. Go take out $11.4 billion every year. Go put it to stuff that have nothing to do with house for people. What a wicked clot them. The healthcare, move money from healthcare, move some other place. We have nothing to do with healthcare. People, you see the levels? Money where they never put roof over people's head. Move out $11.4 billion annually. Go on somewhere else. Go do something when I have nothing to do with what Michael Manley. And let me just tell you something, people. The PNP was doing it. People, the PNP was doing it too, was taking out money out of House of Trust too to help balance the budget. Trust me, Michael Manley a turn over in them grave right now. Because I tell you, the PNP I do things right. They will screw with stuff for the founding father create for the country like Housing Trust, Michael Manley. Even the PNP go there and spit up on PP all of our Michael Manley produce and create. If you want to get the truth, people, this is the page. This is not the page with soft soap for PNP and soft soap for Labour right. Come on, people. PNP was right there taking money out of it too. Then Andrew continue with it. Consider the amount of people in Jamaica that are now the roof over them head today. While PNP was up in there. For how much years? Consider the amount of people in Jamaica. All these $1 billion them have got out of House of Trust. Poor people in the ghetto of Jamaica. Poor people who don't zinc fence. Poor people out there. Police, nurse, teachers, regular common man who are trying to get a house for so long. But when they go to House of Trust, they are turning around. And you put so much in it. You put them on the House of Trust. Every time, for how many years, people tell me, say them can't get a house. It will never come up. The price of house left gone left them. You know why? They might take out $11.4 billion in a house of trust. So they make sure, say, giving us some excuses because the money not there. They take out the money, gone somewhere else with it. PNP did it. JLP do it too. Time for change, Jamaica. Time to speak up. These things hurt the country. Hurt the country. $11.4 billion. Gone out of House of Trust. We're not going to mash down people, house and people. People, we can't cope like this. Every now and then they see the Prime Minister give a little key. But see, that is just a little nothing. That is just photo app. Why am I doing nothing, you know? In court, I say I give 30 odd people house. Look how much million people in a Jamaica want house. Look what hundreds of thousands of people in Jamaica want a house. Come public say you give 30-something people a house. Keys, man. Labour right, you probably give keys at that. And a PNP. And Labour right, you probably go give keys. Because that Labour right doing Labour right in power. And PNP in power, then give PNP house. So you go give some Labour right, some house, your own people, and your house vote. And I come say you give away 30 houses. When hundreds of thousands of people are the people who are disabled. See them, man? Take away the housing trust subsidy. From, I won't tell if you do that. Because I feel money in the people. You must have America, man, they fight a lawsuit in be under them clot. How them do things at Jamaica, them open up themselves for lawsuit. Do you hear me? If it was a different system, a different country, then I get sued. Because when you take all the house of trust money like me, we have money in the house of trust. You never send me an email. You never ask me the question, how you going to gamble my money in some shady investment firm like SSL? When the government know like about 12, 13 years, they have a problem. It's known to everybody that this place is a problem. And you take housing trust money, which is my money, put my money in jeopardy. Go dump it this up. And put your money, that's why enough of you can't get no house. They might gamble with no money at the same time, they might take out money out of it. A feeding tree. Housing trust is yo, people, don't start call us. The Ministry of Health, same way, my people. Tough time today, 400 million gone. DPP, no say, me start an investigation. So this not happen again. Them not do no work to fix the country. Anybody can thief money in the office. Oh, it's just another day. Look at Miss McLean, $24 million out of the Nutri product. Poor people again, you know. Stealing from the poor again, you know. Nutri product, $124 million. When Miss McLean, she just gone there, gone sit down. What DPP I do? What DPP I do? So nobody not do it again. What DPP I do? Rural Reads allegation is almost $1 billion. When they? When I do? These things will continue. Robbing from the country. Doing my people. Robbing from the people. Not doing them job, not even giving people them common stuff like water. So many communities in Jamaica across the place does not have running water. They don't have water. PNP come promise them water. Labour right come in promise them water. They promise them water and road from the devil was a boy in Jamaica. And we as Jamaicans go along with it. Yay! Yes, say a good man are fixing what the pipe. JC Hutchison lay some pipe from middle quarters to New Market. Miles and miles of pipe in the last election, JC Hutchison. JC Hutchison, you burn up whole heap of money, JC Hutchison. Where you get so much money from JC Hutchison, if they go trench JC Hutchison. Pipe, them pipe, they are expensive. Them are some expensive pipe to put pipe that run water. Under the ground, you get plumber, all type of people to back water stuff, to dig the hole, bulldo. You got everything, JC Hutchison. Millions of dollars from middle quarters to the market, JC Hutchison. JC Hutchison. Now I tell you, I go come out of the pipe, the JC. JC Hutchison down in middle quarters, there is a river down there. What the excuse, JC Hutchison? There's a pump house run on the way to Black River. What's the excuse, JC Hutchison? Quarters of water coming out of them main. What is the excuse, JC Hutchison? Pipes under the ground from middle quarters all the way to the market. You're going to make them rotten under the ground like what Neville Lewis did do. Every time election come to some bull crap, you're going to make them rotten out under the ground like what Neville Lewis did do. JC Hutchison. Miles and miles of pipe from middle quarters to the market. You promise the people them road and water. You make the road stay so bad to put the pipe them under there. And you build a little road, and after you put the pipe them, then you build the road. Remember? People were so dusty. Because when we come to Jamaica, we drive through them road there, and we see how dusty it was, and I talk to people, and they tell me say they pick me up asthma. Because the dust from the road and no water for wet it up. Because no give a damn about Jamaica people. JC Hutchison. Because they say the road can't fix because they wait on the pipe to finish lay from quarters to the market. Now the pipe under the ground, JC Hutchison. How much millions of taxpayers dollars on the spend on that, you know? How much millions of taxpayers dollars on the spend on that, you know? Neville Lewis again at the same one when build a big reservoir up in our mountain. Pump house and pump and well and stuff. The well was a dry well, you know. Who don't go do that for vote, you know? Burn money for vote, you know? Who don't burn money for who don't do anything to get voted, a politician? Run pipe from quarters to the market. Miles of pipe. JC Hutchison, not even one drip of water are now. And the quarters have running water. And the way to Black River have a pumping station. People, I saw them treat me. They don't care about the backside business of Jamaica. People have the water, they don't care. The pipe there, you know? The pipe underground. The pipe then there, millions of that, probably billions of dollars to backside. Probably billions of dollars worth of construction. For the trench. For fix up all the culvert and the water cable and all the place we need to fix up. For put the pipe underground. For get plumber to come lay the pipe that make sure they don't leak. Engineers and all them things there. Pay all them the millions of dollars. And no water outside, and as a politician, it's just another blood clip there. Nobody must talk to you. Burn up taxpayers' money and the water not come out of the pipe, JC Hutchison. I saw the cheat the people right across Jamaica. Who don't do no work for them. only need to be put on blast. You see, moving forward, some of you are afraid to go into politics, you know. Because you look at the 2x4 we are cloth with the wit, rightfully so, from social media, and the light was shed by corruption. And I realize you can't get the thief no more like you used to. So coming into politics is not going to be profitable for a lot of you. So you guys not going to be a big lawyer and a big businessman no more. I want to come into politics. Some people might say, no man, he not coming come thief man. He might not be money man. He might not businessman. He might not lawyer. He might this and that. Well, you believe lawyers and businessmen are coming into politics? Because there's money in there to get. If you're a thief, there's money there to get. How you mean say lawyer and all them man they coming into politics to help them not got this and that? Hold on then. You know what it is to be the sole shareholder of shipping anything to Jamaica, like the Minister of Health? The sole shareholder of shipping rice to Jamaica. The sole shareholder of rice importation to Jamaica. It's one politician. You want them to say that on a big business? And a big business that? So why people? It's called dog green. Criminal, you know? Crooks, you know? They're not doing business. Because I hurt the country. PNP come do it, Labour right come do it. Don't bother me say PNP wasn't doing the same thing like Labour right now. While them in the office, I ship stuff to the country. Hello? Some of you not gonna like this page, you know, because when the truth and the facts slapping on the face, you know. Because some people expect me to get up and beat bro God every day, but the PNP is there and they must see it, they never do nothing wrong. That was when we were in Jamaica. That was when I was in Jamaica. I never see nothing wrong with the PNP. I see everything wrong with the Labour right. That was when I was in Jamaica. That's why I not blame the people of Jamaica. You know, like them sit down and make them and do that to them, man. The people them not have no sense and my idiot. I can't call the people of Jamaica idiot because I was there doing the same thing too. It's education, people, and enlightenment, exposure. That's all the people of Jamaica want. And when they have a bunch of politicians, both PNP and Labour right, their job is to keep the people them dark and dunce and make sure the news media don't put certain things to them, make sure the reporters they don't run down certain cases. Give the people what the politicians want them to get. So that's a brainwash. So it take us, we let Jamaica fly all over the world. I don't want them in Jamaica wake up wide. I said this no good. When me there Jamaica again, me never seen nothing wrong with PNP. But me see everything wrong with Labour right. Not true? As I travel. So don't expect this page, me a couple of come suck up on one side. No people. Must I tell you two of them brought us here. Big up all the people in the disabled community this morning. Big up the people in the disabled community this morning. The government is not concerned that much about them. But let me tell you, so when election come, the government will send people with taxi and bus and van and car and truck. Go to these people's houses. Lift up disabled people out of them bed. I want you to know this, you know. When it comes to election time, that day to vote, the government, remember all these people. They will send men to even lift them up because to take them to the polling station to vote. Are you hearing me? And after that day, election day, they don't remember again. They don't remember them again. Nobody ever come back. I remember the little man and the disabled woman who them lift up out of bed, bedridden, to go vote. Some of these people, in my opinion, they might have to hold them hand to make that X. Because some of these people are out of it. But just make every vote count. They will send taximan, and the same taximan will say a strike. They will do anything for the government at election time. Hustle them a hustle. Same taximan will see the government a beat up here. You understand me? However, people, thank you so much, people. This is a video almost 2 hours. I know normally I'm not gone already, but this is well worth it for the disabled community. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Those of you guys who are new on this page, go ahead. If you want to come back here, go ahead and subscribe it. And don't forget to click that bell. So when we go live, you can hear the notification. You can hear the sound say, call us live, man. We don't have to miss the video. We don't have to watch it dead live. We want to watch it live that is alive. And you know what? I like you guys commenting in the comment section. We love that. Because we are work together. And as always, I'm a student in your guys' class. So make sense. Your comments make sense in every sentence. When we're done, we're going to the comment section. Go get medication. Thank you so much, guys. I will talk to you guys later. Go on a road, go do it, people. What I'm going to do is big up every person who is disabled, yard and abroad. I hope the government can do something about it. I hope by shedding light on these areas, we can have a conversation, more conversation about disability. I can become disabled at any moment. The security guard at the play, the man get up out of his bed and drop on the ground. Foot now work no more. Just like that, overnight. You cannot drive down the road, people, in my car, because you know me do a lot of road. And anything can happen, God forbid. And here me come in a wheelchair. Or even worse. You know, a lot of public transportation that we take in Jamaica. The road is crazy out there. Nobody knows from your home to work what can happen, family. Where a child is going to be like when a child born. It could be a brother picnic, a sister picnic. We're going to do because they have a certain disability and I'm going to love them, see we all them a little water run, we still I love them. All when the mouth water run out of their mouth and we still I love them if I'm a picnic. I'm a youth. If I'm a niece, I'm a nephew, see we when the mouth water run, we still I got a road with you. Jamaica people, stop hide with a disabled picnic back room, in a back room. Take them out that road, be proud. Send them to school. Like the video we play of the lady here. She give us some hint where we send them to. Send them out there. Send them to the Salvation Army. Go and contact them people and see if we can get some help from them. The Salvation Army. You will go charity. Salvation Army. Not the Jamaican government. So I just want to know clear that Jamaican government leave these people on their own. There's no bus coming for you. There's no kneeling bus. There's nobody coming, checking, make sure so the roof don't leak and fall down on you. There's nobody to make sure so young people with disability dream come true. So they can live a normal life like everybody else. We have these people in Jamaica feeling like they are less and they are the worst and they're at the bottom. And look when the girl will show all them subject. That one that touched me in the people. And that brought me some tears. The girl will have her subject and me say she had do it. She did a road already. She's doing what she's supposed to do. Only if the government could at least meet her pathway. She's doing what she's supposed to do. Go to school, go get her, sitting them. She went to school, go get her. She even know about computer. She's doing what she's supposed to do with her disability, you know. That one that touched me. And that one that bring me tear, people. But the government failed to meet her halfway. To make her dream come true with her little white-haired granny. She lived for 21 years. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you for watching this video, people. Jamaica to the world. This is our business. These are the things we're concerned about. And we're going to continue to be the voice of the voice, for the voiceless. People of the wilderness and the darkness. Loving the people, manners and respect. Out there. Enough love.